Hello everyone, welcome to the video class once again. Today we are going to solve a different problem under joint venture. Till now we just solved the same kind of problem without different adjustment. Today we are going to solve a problem with a different adjustment which will ask for the semester examination. Shall we go to the problem? Okay, see the problem. Kiran and Kumar, building contractors, entered into a joint venture, accepted a contract for the construction of a building for rupees 2 lakh. This is payable as to rupees 1,60,000 in cash. That means in 2 lakh, 1,60,000 will paid in cash. Then what about remaining? Remaining in fully paid shares. That means in 2 lakh, 1,60,000 will be paid through the cash. Remaining 40,000 will be paid through the shares. Fine. Bank account was opened in their joint name. Kiran paid 50,000 and Kumar paid 30,000. So it should be credited to ventures account by joint bank account. In the column Kiran 50,000, in the column Kumar 30,000. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿರಣ್ ಕಾಲಮಲ್ಲಿ 50,000, ಕುಮಾರ್ ಕಾಲಮಲ್ಲಿ 30,000 ಹಾಕುವಂಥದ್ದು. They agreed to share the profit and losses in the ratio of 2:1. So whatever the profit or loss, they are going to share 2:1 ratio. 2 for Kiran, 1 for Kumar. Transaction were as follows. Wages paid 60,000. They are not mentioned who paid, so considered as both are come together and settle the wages. So to joint bank account. Materials bought. Here also they are not mentioned who bought. So both are together, purchase the material. So fine. To joint bank account, material purchase. Material supplied by Kumar. It is mentioned exactly. Kumar supplied by material 88,000. So it is to Kumar's account material supplied. Material supplied by Kiran 10,000. Material supplied by Kiran 10,000. So it is supplied by Kiran. So to Kiran account. Next, architect fees paid by Kiran. It is paid by Kiran. So to Kiran account. Contract was closed. Kiran were taking up all the shares at a valuation of 32,000. So whatever remaining, this 1,60,000 minus 2,40,000, what the owner paid consideration through the shares 40,000, that will be taken over by Mr. Kiran at the valuation of 32,000. The real worth is 40,000. He taken over at the valuation 32,000. So there is a 8,000 loss to the concern. Loss should be debited. Okay, fine. Kumar taking up stock at 6,000. If Kumar brings the things into the business to Kumar, if he took over from the business by Kumar. Okay, shall we go to the problem? First we have to prepare joint venture account. See the problem. Fine. Kiran and Kumar, building contractors, enter into a joint venture and accepted a contract price for the construction of a building for rupees 2 lakh. So in previous problem we write by joint bank account 2 lakh. But here we have to observe carefully. In this is payable as to 1,60,000 in cash. 1,60,000. So by joint bank account only 1,60,000. Okay, 1,60,000 by joint bank account only 1,60,000. Next, remaining. What about remaining? That in 2 lakh, so we have to deduct 1,60,000. What about 40,000? So they told remaining in fully paid up cash. So remaining fully paid up shares. By shares account 40,000. By shares account 40,000. So totally what is our contract price? 1,60,000 plus 40,000. 2 lakh is our contract price. Clear? Okay, fine. Next, so in this problem we are going to prepare separate a new account, that is share account. It's very simple. Later we will come to know. Fine. Next, bank account was opened in their joint name. Kiran paid rupees 50,000, Kumar paid 30,000. I already told the effect of these two items comes in ventures capital account. They agreed to share the profit and losses 2:1. Transaction were as follows. Wages paid. Here there is no exact mention. I already told. So two joint bank account. It is paid by both. Two joint bank account. Wages paid. How much? Wages paid 60,000. Next, material bought, that's also two joint bank account. Material bought, how much? 1,40,000. Material supplied by Kumar, it is supplied by Kumar, so Kumar account, how much? 8,000. Material supplied by Kiran to Kiran account, material supplied, how much? 10,000. Architect fees paid by Kiran to Kiran, he paid, so to Kiran account, how much? 4,000. Contract was closed. Kiran were taking up shares at a valuation of 32,000. Here the actual value of share is 40,000, but Kiran taking up with 32,000. So what about whether it is profit or loss? So it is took about, we received at 40,000, but Kiran taken over at 32,000, right? So it is loss. When we receive anything, it should be credited. It's treated as income. Share 40,000 is treated as income. ನಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಕಿರಣ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ವಿತ್ ಎ ಲಾಸ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ as Kiran taking up at 32,000, that means 8,000 is loss. So 8,000 loss, it is due to shares. If there is no shares, we will receive exactly 2,00,000. ಸಾರಿ 2 ಲ್ಯಾಕನ್ನೇ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ 40,000ಅನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಿರಣ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡ? 32,000ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದರಿಂದ 8,000 ಲಾಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಲಾಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಡೆಬಿಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕಾರಣ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಯಾಕೆ ಸರ್ ಕಿರಣ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಕಿರಣ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ದ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ದೇರ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಶೋ ದ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ Kiran. I will show it is how the effect will be proceed. Okay, fine. Next, 32,000. Kumar taking up stock at 6,000. Who took? Kumar taking up the stock at 6,000 by Kumar account. How much? 6,000. So total it how much? 60,000, 1,40,000, 8,000, 10,000, 4,000, 8,000, total 2,30,000. Here 2,06,000. So debit side is more, 2,30,000. Difference is 24,000. It should be distributed among Kiran and Kumar in the ratio of, it is loss or profit. If it is debit side balance, it is treated as profit. When it is in credit side, it is a loss. Loss on joint venture. So Kumar, Kiran, what is the ratio? 2/3 into 24,000. Kumar 1/3 into 24,000. That comes to 16,000 and 8,000. It should be transferred to venture capital account. This is about the joint venture. Now we will go through the next account. So here we can see joint bank account, Kumar's account. That means we have to prepare joint bank account. then we see Kumar account. That means we have to prepare venture capital account. Yes, these two accounts we already prepared in so many problems, but here new name is shares account. So let us go through the prepare shares account, one of the easiest account in the joint venture, shares account. Let us go through that. So the format is same as usual, no changes in the format. So here buy share is there, right? 40,000. It comes to from joint venture, right? To joint venture account. How much amount is there? 40,000, right? 40,000. Next, here two share is there, right? Two shares account. So it is by joint venture account. How much? 8,000. In which side is more? You should not go through the problem. It's enough if you go through the joint venture account. Joint venture account nodidre matra saku, because whatever the adjustment regarding the shares account, entire is covered by joint venture account only. Okay, total 40,000. 40,000. Remaining is 32,000. The effect go through the who took over. It is took over by Kiran, right? Kiran took over. So Kiran's account. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕಿರಣ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತಲ್ವ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಟುಕ್ ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಲ್ವ 6,000 ಸ್ಟಾಕನ್ನು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಶೇರ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಸೇಮ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರೋ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಅನದರ್ ಶೇರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ಅನದರ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಶೇರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ಇಫ್ ಕಿರಣ್ ಟುಕ್ ಓವರ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಎಟ್ 32,000 ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವೆಂಚರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ we show the same effect under the shares account. Clear? So next we will go through the ventures capital account. Ventures capital account. Ventures capital account. See, for ventures capital account only one entry we are going to see in the problem, that is balances. Kiran paid 50,000, Kumar paid 30,000 by joint bank account. Kiran paid 50,000, Kumar paid 30,000. then ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ವೆಂಚರ್ಸ್ ಹೆಸರಿರುತ್ತೋ ಒಂದು ಬರೀತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಬೇಡ, ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಟು ಕುಮಾರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೈ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವೆಂಚರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಹೌ ಮಚ್? ಕುಮಾರ್ ಇದೆ 8,000. ಕುಮಾರ್ ಇದೆ 8,000, ರೈಟ್? Kumar ಇದೆ, that is 8,000 in Kiran column dash. Okay, fine. Next, to Kiran account by joint venture account. In the column Kiran 10,000, for Kumar no entry. To Kiran account by joint venture account in the column 4,000, no entry. Two shares by joint bank ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, by shares account ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. by Kumar account, that is to joint venture account in the column of Kumar 6,000, Kiran no entry. To by loss on joint venture, to joint venture in the column Kiran 16,000 loss, in the column Kumar 8,000. So till now we just go through the joint venture account, then we go through the balancing the capital account. But we have another account here, shares account. Here by Kiran is there. By Kiran effect is by ididenagtittu to shares account in the column of Kiran this 32,000. So no entry for Kumar's account. Now we will go through the total, which side is more. See, 50,000, 10,000, 4,000, 64,000. For here 32 plus 16, it's just 48. So credit side is more, that is 64,000. That should be carried to debit side. Next 30,000 plus 8, 38,000. It's also more in credit side, 38,000. So balance 38 minus 14,000, that is 24,000, and 64,000 minus 32,000 and 16,000. The balance is 32,000 minus 16,000. The balance is 16,000. 16,000 transferred to joint bank account. So 16 plus 16, 32, 32 plus 32, 64,000. So venture capital account is over. Now we go to the last account, that is joint bank account. Fine. Joint bank account. So now see, wherever we can see the name of joint bank, you just transfer from that particular account to joint bank account. So particulars, amount. So in examination you should not forget this particulars, amount, debit and credit. Now to joint bank account, here by joint venture account, how much? 60,000. To joint bank account, by joint venture account, that is 1,40,000. 1,40,000. Next, Kumar, Kiran shares by joint bank account, that is to joint venture account, how much? 1,60,000. So by shares, by Kumar, by Kiran and Kumar. So come to the share account, no entry. Now come to the by joint bank account, that is to Kiran account, to Kumar account how much? 50,000, 30,000, 50,000 and 30,000. Next, joint venture, no need of entry. To joint venture, to shares account, to joint bank account, it should be by Kiran account and by Kumar account, that is 16,000, 24,000. Total it, that is 60,000, 1,40,000, 2 lakh, 2,16,000, 2,40,000. Now 1,60,000, 50,000, 2,10,000, 2,40,000. Our account is completed. Clear? So but in previous problem I intentionally made a mistake regarding the total of joint venture account. If you people watch the video exactly, you will find that problem. You may go through the personal message, but till now few students recognize that mistake. For those, I just rectify the problem and I will send it back. And whatever the online classes we are doing for you people only, in order to refresh your degree classes. I mean to say, due to the corona we can't engage the regular classes, that's why we are doing online classes, and it is not going to repeat again in this way, in elaborate way, in the offline classes or regular classes. So I kindly request everyone should watch the video and follow the video, make a notes on these problems, and come to the conclusions and get the solution with your problem. Thank you.